I know mom had hesitance, was a little hesitant at the beginning, but on draft night, you could see how proud she was, bro. Like that's one thing on this side of the field, being on the agent side, is seeing the sacrifices the parents make, and the fact that he had the balls to reclass and do what he did. But on draft night, mama was. I mean, dad was nervous too, but mama was super proud, man. It was awesome to see.
she was excited, but like you said, she was nervous. After they called my name, she wanted to cry, but she kind of knew the cameras was on her, so she like kind of held it in a little bit. And then at the after party, she ended up like finally letting the tears out. Yeah,
after the party,
she ended up letting the tears out.
So is it safe to say you're mama's boy? That's okay. I'm mama's boy.
I'm a little bit of both.
Yeah,
A little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both. I wouldn't say I'm too much of a mama's boy. I'm a dad's boy as well. So
I'm mama's boy. I just
50-50.
got my daddy attitude. I'm a mama's boy. I just got my daddy attitude.
Nah, my dad nonchalant, so I get a little bit of that from him.
Coach, I'm gonna tell you though, it's funny, man, and you'll really appreciate this, and I feel like I'm interviewing you right now, but young fella here is like the nicest dude, a humble dude right now on that court. He an asshole now.
Oh yeah, as he should be.
No, he an asshole.
I didn't make no friends.
Facts.
No, he an
You gotta-
asshole
If
now.
I can give you one piece of advice, don't help nobody up from the team. If he fall on the ground, let his ass get up or let his team help him up.
Yeah.
No, don't be helping. No, you're not out there for that. After the game, we could just shake hands and talk. Man, I'm not out here to be helping you up. Guess what? Every time he fall, he got to get up. That take energy.
Yeah.
That's motherfucker for 48 minutes if he got to have to get up 15 times. Why would you help him up?
Facts.
I slapped the shit out my team's hand. You go over there to help somebody up, I don't help him up. Let him get up on his own.
Yeah, y'all competing. You don't want to be helping
I
the
like that you
opposing team.
asshole.
up.
Keep that. Don't lose that.
No, he
Yes,
an
sir.
asshole.
Yeah, you lose that, you lose money.
It gets
Yes,
me.
sir.
It gets me going too. Watching, he an asshole.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Being on the other side as an agent,
Mhm.
when you're sitting in that green room or whatever that situation, because I ain't never been there. I
Yeah.
was undrafted, by the way.
Undrafted.
So, I ain't never been in the green room. I don't even know what that shit like. Mike could tell me about it later.
Yeah, we will. We'll tell you about
tell me
it.
about that.
We actually
But-
tell you about it after you ask this question. 'Cause
Yeah,
we'll
let
know
me
all
ask this
about
question. So when you're sitting in that green room with him, you're getting phone calls from different players. I
Yeah.
mean, you're getting phone calls from different organizations.
Yeah.
When you finally get the call that the organization is going to pick your player,
Mm-hmm.
do you tell them right away?
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you might be wait for the
No,
wait
no.
for the pool.
So what?
Like,
So
wait
what,
for the pie.
what happens though is like literally you. And when you're in the green room, you wouldn't know this because you were undrafted. But
Yeah, I wouldn't. You see how
what,
That's cool.
what happens is that those cameras come over there on the table,
Mhm.
and they tell the story before we even know.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
so
do.
before y'all even know, the
Yeah.
cameras has already told the story.
Yeah.
Then you get the call.
You're exactly right.
Then you tell
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Cool. So if he didn't tell you that, if you ain't get the call in about 3 more picks, his ass was grass. You ain't get that call in about
Hey,
3 more picks,
hey,
his
Coach,
ass was grass,
Coach,
Jeremiah.
Coach.
That's okay. He got
Facts.
a job to do. Just like you got a job to do. He can't sell you if you don't get buckets, and that can't do nothing for you if he ain't doing his job and you can't get paid. I'm gonna tell you another thing as an agent. Let me tell you this. No, for real. Let me tell you something as an agent. A lot of agents like to give us advice, but they work for you.
Oh, I already told him
A lot of
that.
agents like to give us advice because we players, but they
Yeah.
work for you. Just know that.
That's what makes me
They,
good.
they,
Coach.
they work for you.
I got
Keep
great
that in the
advice.
back of my head.
You're gonna tell me, I get it, you my agent, you're an advisor. You work for me.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So
But
just always remember that with your agent.
You're dead ass right though.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of young fellas, you come into this situation, 18, 19 years old, you sign with a 45-year-old white man or some shit like that. No disrespect.
Damn.
45-year-old
Hey,
white man.
hey, by the way,
No
I am a
disrespect, you're
45-year-old white man.
Yeah, you see, you sign with a 45-year-old white man, all of a sudden he starts telling you how to do this and that and the third, and at the end of the day, like, I get it, some of these things are good, but some of these things you need to learn on your own.
Yep.
Some of these steps you need to take on your own. You need to fall, you need to get up, you need to understand.
I disagree with a little of that though.
No, listen. Some of these things you do need to learn on your own, killer.
No, you do, but at the end of the day, what you want, we got to interview him in a second. But what you do got to do is you got to take experiences from people that have lived it too, right? Like that's what makes my situation over here being a little bit different. Yes, I'm the same way. I'm a for you. But at the same time, my responsibility and role, and one of the things that I think you guys saw value in is the fact that I lived it.
Yes.
So the stuff is like, at the end of the day, I'm with you. The other 45-year-old white man, yeah, I wouldn't listen to that shit either.
He got a little more experience than him.
Hey, anyways, let's go back to this. So we talked about how mom and dad were and how excited they were on draft night. But UD, just a little backstory. I met him a couple years ago coming to summer leagues and watching summer leagues. And so just talk about, like, he was so locked in even as he's such a young kid now, but like 15, 16 years old, he's watching, he's like, yo, I can't wait to be out there. That's where his mind was then. Talk about all that stuff that kind of went into between summer league, going and playing AZ Compass, skipping your senior year, and then excitement for you because you put, I mean, obviously family and everyone sacrifices.
Yep.
But you put a lot of stuff into this, man. You're a grinder and a worker, man. Talk about kind of the enjoyment of hearing your name called on draft night with all that stuff going into it.
Man, it was crazy. Definitely one of those things you'll never forget. Just seeing all the kind of hard work you put in and all the workouts, all the early mornings, all the late nights, all the phone calls, the checking the latest rankings and stuff like that. It's like, it was crazy. So hearing your name called is something that you'll never forget, and it's something that'll kind of motivate you to like keep going. Like, it's only the beginning, and you don't want to just get there and then the next 2 years you out of there. So just continuing to keep putting in and work, listen to the people that's been doing it for a long time. Still guys like Brian and them playing, so obviously you're gonna play against them, and then afterwards probably can ask them a couple questions like, yeah, what you think I could kind of do better, or what you think could kind of help me in certain situations. And just the overall college and high school experience, it was crazy. And then skip my senior year, sometimes I still think back like, man, I'm supposed to be in college right now, and I'm playing in summer leagues.
You had homies going to prom, you going to the draft.
Yeah, so it was definitely crazy. And just trying to live in the moment. You don't get to go through this again, and you don't get to hear your name called another time. So just enjoying everything and trying to take everything day by day and step by step.
I think one thing you need just to touch on there, like he talked about, which is great awareness to have, man. It's not about getting there; it's about staying there.
Yeah,
Yes.
That man over there played 20 years. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
and picking those guys' brains and understanding like what it takes, because he and I know he can tell you, and I can say the same thing. I've seen a lot of talented walk through that door
Way
in
more
that locker
talented than
room
us.
that are drafted really, really high,
Yeah.
and it took me a week to figure out they ain't gonna be here long.
Yes.
Yeah,
But then you'll see another dude that was either undrafted, second round, or even lottery picks that come in, and you see the professionalism, the habits, the routines, like identifying those things early.
Yes.
As a vet, once you started getting like 7-8 years and understand it, that man, you after draft night, you see those guys in the next month after summer league, they walk through. Within a week, you can tell them they're going to be here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So keep that mindset, because that's the biggest thing, right? It's not about getting there.
Yeah,
It's
it's
great
about
being the
staying.
7th pick. But what we got to do now, and I told you this the other day, it's going to go fast. Every day you're proving yourself.
Yep.
You prove yourself to be the 7th pick. Then you're gonna, after you win Rookie of the Year, you're going to prove yourself why you're Rookie of the Year. Then they're going to give you a big ass contract, and you got to prove that. But you got to understand the process is the best part. You touch on that for a
And
little
I
bit.
love the process, and the best part about it, because you got to understand you got drafted number 7, and it's always like me
yeah.
that you didn't get drafted. That's
hungry.
looking for an opportunity against somebody.
And they're out there in
who
the
got-
summer league right now.
Yes, out in the summer league right now, looking for an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just against to make his name against a guy like yourself, against a guy like Cooper Flagg, against all these other guys. It's always a guy like me.
Yeah.
So you're not playing against your opponents. You're playing against yourself. You got to stand up for yourself, and you hold yourself to a standard. It has nothing to do with nobody else. Before the coach tell you play like shit, you done already told yourself that 10 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have to tell you nothing. But I think your mentality, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because everything I'm hearing about Mike, I'm listening to what he's saying, and you're beyond your years mentally. You got mental fortitude, your mentality and everything. But is that a Chicago thing? Because when I look back at the guys that came out of Chicago and the guys I had the opportunity to play with and the guys that I competed against that's from Chicago, they all had that toughness, that mental toughness. They had the physical toughness too, but they all had that mental toughness. When I think about D. Wade and I think about Bobby Simmons and we talk about D. Rose and we talk about the grandfather over there locking up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's just a list of Chicago guys and they all got that mental toughness. Like, what the fuck is in y'all water? Like, what's in the water in Chicago, bro? Y'all got it. Y'all got that mental toughness.
Man, I think it's just kind of like Chicago. It ain't easy trying to make it out and just continuing to keep putting yourself on the right path. So I feel like everybody that you just named kind of went through something, and
Yeah.
they know what it's like to be hungry and to be chasing something. So just continuing to keep chasing that, and like you said, staying there. That's the goal. A lot of people do get there. A lot of talented people get there and they make mistakes and they out within the next 1 or 2 years. So
Yeah.
just continuing to stay hungry. And man, you just said something crazy, like you was undrafted and there's people coming for you. Like,
Yeah.
and you got to know they coming for you. So stay in the gym, keep working. And then every time you step on the floor, you got to kill them. Like,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, young fella. You got to know a motherfucker like me sitting at home watching TV, sharpening my knife.
Yep.
I see I didn't get drafted.
Yeah.
I want my opportunity against him.
Yep.
Mhm.
And you gotta make sure when a motherfucker know I ain't the motherfucker you want.
Yeah.
Not me. You might want to pick somebody else. I'm not the one you want, Jack. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? After about 2 pick and rolls, you pop his ass, he gonna switch.
Yeah.
That ain't the one you want.
Facts.
So you just got to know that people gonna be coming for you, man. You ain't made it.
Yeah.
You think I mean, people outside think you made it.
Yeah.
To yourself mentally, you ain't yet.
Yeah.
You have made nothing. This is just the beginning. I've scratched the surface.
Facts.
You just got a seat at the table.
Yeah.
Now they got to give you a menu and let you order. You know what I'm saying? But you got your seat at the table now. It's cool to be at the table, but that, I don't want to just be at the table.
Yeah.
And it's just not basketball. It's business and life. I'm just sitting at the table so I can watch y'all order. No,
Yeah.
I want to have a say so when I
Right.
sit at this table. How this gonna go? What I can do? I want to dictate the outcome of this shit. Being the number 7 pick, you're gonna have that opportunity.
Yep.
You're gonna right now everything for you, and I know it sounds like I'm preaching, but everything for you is building on your development, getting 1% better.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That film room and all that shit you going through. Don't look at the stat sheet at the end of the night. Please don't worry about your scoring.
Yep.
Don't worry about your scoring because we know you can score the ball, young fella. On the weak side, are you in your right spots defensively on the weak side? Or when you come off that pick and roll, are you making the right reads? You damn sure did when they went under. I saw you make them reads. Pop their ass. So you got to now, next time he's going to go under again, you might cross back and twist it.
Yep.
Now you might get down here and get in the paint and lay it up. Now the next time if he go under again, you might cross back, twist it, get in the paint and make a play.
Yeah.
So all this is just a progression of the that you're going to face. But right now, it's just the beginning, man.
Right.
It's just beginning. It's going to be a great ride for you. I love your mentality. Summertime is here, and it is my favorite time of the year. Ladies, come on with them sundresses and them bikinis and them cheeks out. Fellas, get them beach bars and them six-packs ready with them hoochie daddy shorts. But that is only one part of it. That is the daytime. Trust me, nighttime is just important. 2 things can be true. She can enjoy herself, but not enjoy you. Make sure you handle your business. Rose Sparks gonna take care of that. Finish the game. Rose Sparks is a 2-in-1 treatment for you guys that need more controlled erections and the fellas that need a secret weapon. Don't be afraid to tap in and be your best version now. After Rose Sparks dissolve under your tongue, you got 15 minutes to showtime, my boy. Handle that. You could go back to back, round after round, and still be ready. Sound like a championship boxer to me. Go ahead and knock that thing out. Trust me when I tell you, if you're good at what you do, you ain't gotta brag. She'll do it for you, my boy. Rose Spas will connect you 100% online, so you don't have to be in weird rooms with weird people you don't know, telling them you can't get an erection long enough and stay hard enough to goddamn please your woman. If approved, treatment shows up directly to your door, playboy, and you can handle your business immediately. If prescribed, sexual health patients will get $15 off their first order of Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with a provider at ro.co/OGs to find out if Rose Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/OGs for $15 off your first order. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety. For safety information, go to ro.co/safety-info.
Here is a dirty little secret that insurance industry may want to keep under wraps. Insurance companies profit by holding on to your money for as long as possible. So after an accident, they might do whatever they can to delay or deny your claim. This way, they can keep those profits growing. Morgan & Morgan fights hard against these corporations to fight to make sure you get every dollar you deserve. When in court, the insurance companies want juries to think that at-fault driver is the one paying the verdict amount. Meanwhile, it's really the insurance companies who are covering the cost. When Morgan & Morgan takes on a case, they're almost always going after the big insurance companies and not the individuals at fault. Morgan & Morgan fights hard for their clients, and these corporations know that. A recent client in Pennsylvania just received $29 million. That's $29 million. Insurer's best offer was $500,000. Another recent client in Florida received $20 million. Last offer, 0. There's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm. Hiring the wrong firm can be disastrous. Hiring the right firm could substantially increase your settlement. With Morgan & Morgan, it's easy to get started, and their fee is free unless they win. Just visit forthepeople.com/OGs or dial #law 529. That's forthepeople.com/OGs or dial #law 529. This, my friends, is a paid advertisement.